I'm about to sit down and enjoy this beautiful meal with my Aunt Lori. We're going to film the first mukbang video on 40 Below Fruity, enjoying this gorgeous coconut curry soup with cucumber noodles. Hey guys, it's Tara from 40 Below Fruity, and I'm here with my Aunt Lori. You guys have seen in videos. I am home in Ontario for, I don't know, a couple weeks, visiting family and friends, and it's Christmas season. My Aunt Lori has the best Christmas setup anywhere. Honestly, you have open houses and things like that, right? You've been in magazines before.
Almost. People have told me that I should be in magazines.
Yeah.
I should be calling the magazines and the news people, and
It's brilliant. So she's got the best Christmas decor. So I was like, let's do a formal setting. This is the first mukbang video I've ever done. I was gonna do one on my own. I'm like, this is so weird. I'm just eating and talking to the camera, and I was afraid I'd have like gnarly bits all in my teeth, and I don't know. I felt like this mukbang thing was weird, but I was gonna give it a try, and I figured it'd be easier to do filming with somebody else. So this is, I'll let you guys know what we're eating here. This is a raw vegan coconut curry soup with cucumber noodles. I know, I love it.
It's delicious.
So good.
Savory.
I love it.
It's very nice.
You can get so creative with raw food. I think people think it's just like celery sticks and carrots. And I also have a recipe video up. It'll either go before or after this mukbang, I'm not sure. But I will link to it either way in the description below, so that you guys can make this yourself. Because it's really worth making. And it was really easy too. It was just like spiralizing cucumber, and then blending all the other ingredients together. I topped it with chopped spinach, which I really like. But really nice. Small bits, because spinach can kind of get this rubbery texture. It's kind of weird. But I chopped it really small, so I didn't get that. And it's tasty.
And the noodles have a really good crunch.
Yeah. It's nice. Because the coconut milk is heavy. And, not coconut milk, but coconut meat is heavy. And the spiciness from the curry. So it's nice to have a little bit of the lightness from the cucumber.
Yeah.
Yum. That's so good. Okay. So, I was thinking that we could chat a bit about... Give me a second here.
I'm going to go for the pepper here.
Go for it. Yeah, you can.
I might even use a fork. It's nice to spin it around, but it's also.
Oh no, the cucumber noodles.
Good to use a fork, maybe a knife.
I was gonna ask you, Aunt Lori, because I went vegan about 9 years ago. You guys know that. But before that, you've been into vegetarianism and raw food for a long time, and I know that other people, including myself, I mean, I'm not going to be home here on Christmas Day, but a lot of people out there have a lot of trouble with eating food around Christmas time and around the holidays with their family, especially when they eat vegan, especially if they eat raw vegan.
Right.
Because it's challenging, right? When you have family that doesn't support you or doesn't eat the same. So I can share my insight. I can definitely share my insight. But with our family, first off, they do not eat the same as we do. We're like the total nut jobs in the family. And I grew up thinking that being vegetarian was weird and you couldn't trust people who were vegetarian and all this food was really bizarre. So I just want to hear your insight, Lori, just with how you dealt with family eating completely different from them before I came along and was eating different.
Well, they watched and observed my parents, and to begin with, it would start with my parents being around, and they just saw me trying different things, and then if I liked it, they could try it or not, it didn't matter. But when they saw that it made me feel better, made me happy, they were okay. They did think it was strange and weird, but they were okay with it. And throughout the vegetarian, they still, well, here, would you like to have some meat? They would still like me to eat it.
Still offer?
They would still offer, and I would just nicely decline. And that's the thing. It doesn't have to be an argument. It doesn't have to be a fight. And I think that when you start some of these new foods, vegan, when you try them and you feel better, the proof is in how you feel, then you can get a confidence. And it's better to have a confidence than to have, to turn against the others, whether they're in your family or your friends that aren't like that.
And judge them.
That's right, and judge them. So if you just become confident in yourself that you feel good, and those that are curious will ask you, and those that are looking for a change will enjoy to not just ask you, but to say, could I try that? Or, they'll ask you, how does it make you feel? Or they'll ask you, what's in it? How, is it easy? Do you miss meat? And things like that. And
common questions.
Yeah, common questions. And if they're curious and they want to know, then it's a good conversation. It's a way to have a good conversation. And just be confident in what you're doing. And if you do have family or friends that want to put you down for it, just understand that they just don't know what you know. They haven't evolved to that, or maybe they're just not aware of how they feel. They just don't pay attention to what food does to them.
I think that's it,
And what it can do for them.
That's very, very true. Because, I don't know, when I first went vegan, I was so angry, right? Learning everything. And the first person I talked to was my Aunt Lori. I was like, Aunt Lori, I don't know what to do. Help me. Feed me. Give me something I can eat. I don't know what to do. And I was so angry, and I was angry at everyone else, especially my family, because I was like, why don't you know? Why aren't you educating yourself? I know all of this now. I want you to know, and I want you to change too. And it's especially hard when they start to find out more and more, but they don't really want to change. That's very frustrating.
Right. And then you live with it. And when you have family, if your parents are getting older, so you think of the seniors in your family, and you see that they're starting to have illness, and then they're starting to have disease, and you feel that this way of life can help them. If they're not interested, they're just not interested. And if they're not, it's better for you and for your relationship if you just understand that this is just going to be the way it is, whether it's disease or not. But again, even, you can offer nicely and say, maybe this could help you, or I think this could help you. But
you can't force them, right?
You can't force them, and it's their life journey, it's their lessons. And if that's the way that they're choosing to learn them, then
not much you can do.
There's not. And then at that point, it's better to just accept that that's what they've, that the choice they've made, and love them anyway.
Yes.
Love them
that's
through
the thing, is that I remember making a video about it, and someone commented saying, well, you've got to try to force your family to change. It's like, no, I don't want to spend my energy on trying to force someone to change.
No.
Can you, just think about it. Any time in your life someone has tried to force you to do something, are you open and receptive to it? Probably not.
No.
Because you just automatically don't want to do whatever they're going to suggest or whatever they're going to try to explain to you, because you want to rebel against them.
No, that's right. And it's better for you, it's better for the other person, and it's better for your relationship. And
you just accept them as they are.
That's right. And you don't have to carry any guilt that they didn't want to and that they're getting sicker. You don't have to. You just accept it and understand that this is their life journey for their own decision, and you can offer, but after that, just accept.
Yeah.
And then do better for yourself.
Be the example, right?
Exactly.
That's what I've tried to do. I think you want to do that fairly well. We don't try to force anything. I know my grandparents, they saw me going from someone who ate Wendy's and McDonald's every day to someone who eats raw coconut curry soup. The first time I was eating something at Christmas, actually at this table, they were like, what is that green slop you're eating? Why are you eating that? And my grandpa's giving me weird looks. He's like, what is that crap? But I didn't say anything, and I just smiled, and that's hard. It is hard to bite your tongue. I get that.
Yeah.
It's definitely challenging.
Yeah.
My dad the other day, he said, he was talking about this guy telling me a story. He's like, he was perfectly healthy, and then he got cancer, and now he's dead. And I went, no, let's backtrack a minute here. If you are perfectly healthy, you don't get cancer. The two don't go together.
That's a good point.
Like, come on now. And he's like, well, disease is inevitable as you get older. And I went, no, it's not inevitable. You don't have to, what's the word I'm looking for? You don't have to deal with that when you get older, and you don't have to believe. You don't have to have the belief that when you get older, you're going to age and become sick and decrepit. It doesn't have to be like that. And he said, well, that's your belief. And I went, I just wanted to shake him sometimes, just like, no, that's not my belief. That is the truth, Dad. And sometimes people just, you can't force them to listen if they don't want to listen. That's just the truth.
That is true. Yeah. Yeah. But you will start to, the more that you are involved in this or embrace this lifestyle, the more you will start to surround yourself with people that are like you.
Yes.
Because you do need that. You need that type of support and that type of I call it entertainment or socialness, social environment. And so however you do that, if you just don't seem to have any friends or family that are interested, then have a look at your local health food store that is having
an event.
Event, a cooking, non-cooking event that is just also health-minded people. And even if you just in a group of 5 or 10 or 20, if you just meet that one person that's like you or wants to ask you something, maybe there's a conversation going and they hear you say something about vegan and they're curious and they come to you and you've either made one friend or you've offered one person advice that they're going to take and to make one step further to a healthier choice.
Yeah. And there's vegan meetups too, right? In your area.
Yeah, absolutely. There's so many ways to, that's true. There's so many ways that you can be around more like-minded people. And that's really healthy that way.
I'm glad we found that because family can be hard. I know it's, but you never know who you can inspire too. Sometimes when you're just living your own lifestyle and eating the way you eat, living the way you live, you inspire someone you don't even realize it, and then they'll come to you with a story and saying, "Well, actually, I changed my diet and my lifestyle because of you." And I find that, in my experience, anyways, people are much more receptive when you're kind to them.
That's
not
right.
Judgmental,
Yeah.
as difficult as that is sometimes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, absolutely.
Just think of how you would want to be treated. Try to put yourself in their shoes, right?
Right.
How would you want to be treated if you were, still uneducated, you still didn't know about what happened to animals and the environment and everything? Someone came up to you and tried to judge you. How would you receive that? Would you be open to learning more? Would you want to? Would you want to listen to anything they have to say? And that's, for me, that's a big reason why I try to have compassion for people. Try to be understanding.
Right. I had a lady ask me just the other day, and she was in her 80s, and she was curious. She's known for a couple of years how I eat, but just this particular day she was curious and she just wanted to ask me more about why I eat the way I eat.
There you go.
And so she learned something. We had a nice conversation, and she'll continue to eat her meat, but she learned something, and who knows, maybe she'll eat more fruit now.
Yeah,
maybe
exactly.
Maybe she'll eat more, she'll have more raw vegetables with her dinner, something like that. And every little bit helps.
It does, exactly. It doesn't have to be an all or nothing thing. Sometimes you just have to understand that for some people it's just baby steps. Some people won't ever change. That's the way it is. I think I've changed my view on mukbangs. I like them.
Good.
First I was like, this is so weird.
This is nice. It's like a little mini dinner party.
And that's, I think, the concept. Someone said that in Korea, not China, obviously I was wrong. In Korea, they created these mukbangs so they could feel connected to other people, because sitting down and having a dinner together isn't a very popular concept, I suppose.
And it's important, so there was a need, right? So there was a need, and that's how this has been created.
Yeah, people are craving that connection, I think, and that's what it's about.
It's healthy.
Absolutely. You need people who are supportive in your life. Sometimes I will say, the people who are most supportive are people who will never eat like you.
Yeah.
I have a couple of close friends who will never go vegan. I've resigned myself to that fact. But nonetheless, they go out of their way to find places where I can get food, to drive me to grocery stores if we're on a trip together, or if,
Nice.
if we're going out together, they'll go to a restaurant where they know that I can get a salad or something like that. They care. They maybe don't understand, they're not educated about the animals and the environment and all the aspects of eating a plant-based diet, but they care about me, which it's nice to see.
Isn't that a good point right there?
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
It is.
You can still love people, even if they don't live the same lifestyle as you. I mean, I feel like that's common sense, but I know when emotions are involved around how you eat, it's really hard.
Yeah. Well, one of the questions a lady asked me the other day, this lady in her 80s, she wanted to know a little bit more about the animals and, why I don't eat meat specifically. And when I talked to her about the farming of today as opposed to the farming when she was growing up, and how, the animals, some of them can't even turn around, and how the babies are taken from other animals, when they should be nursing. And then it gets worse than that. But I touched on some of those ideas, and she agreed with me. She agreed with how, that it's not a friendly environment for the animals to even live. It's not ethical. It's not good for them to live like that. So, she didn't fight it. She understood it. And it made sense to her.
That's good. That's nice to see. I think a lot of people are in denial too. They don't want to know the truth because change is hard. Changing your diet and your lifestyle, it's not for everybody. And sometimes people who are even educated, who learn everything, they won't ever embrace a plant-based lifestyle. And that's where the acceptance comes in, right? Just accepting people where they're at.
Right. And when also the commercials you see on TV are so strong and powerful for whether it's the dairy company or other companies about their product, and that you need it to be healthy. You will not have strong bones if you don't. That's all they've been taught, because they don't teach nutrition in school. So it's either what your family knows, or you see this on a commercial, and it's unfortunate that that's the level of nutrition that
that
you get
taught. That's a scary thing. It really is. People, how do you know what to believe? There's a million books, proving one theory, disproving another out there, and television shows and documentaries and
Well, when you really listen to your body, when you start to eat cleaner and healthier, you listen to your body, it'll tell you.
Oh yeah, yes it will.
Yeah.
And that's why I think you have to be. There's all this infighting in the raw food community and the vegan community, and my way is the highway. My way is the only way. My way is the right way. There's only one way to live a plant-based lifestyle. Like I feel like that kind of thinking is just damaging the movement and damaging each of us, because we can't accept each other where we're at. As vegans or as plant-based eaters, and how are we ever going to accept other people who eat the standard Canadian, standard American diets?
Right.
We really need to feel like we really need to be more compassionate to one another. It's a big lesson. Because as much as I believe everybody can thrive on a fruit-based diet, I have friends who have tried and it simply didn't work for them. And I can't explain why it works for me and it doesn't work for them. But
yeah, the more fruit that I eat, the better I feel.
Me too.
Yeah.
But we all have some small individual differences.
That's right. That's right. Individuality.
And we need to listen to that.
Real. Yeah, it's real.
This is really good. I love this. I usually don't make elaborate meals like this, but since we're eating it together.
It is delicious. Fine dining at its best.
Absolutely. Well, it is, because everything is so beautiful here, right? Little Christmas lights in the background. I love it. It's so nice.
Christmas music all day long.
Yes, there will probably be Christmas music in the background of this video. I will very likely add it after. Yep. So yeah, our message with this video is you can still enjoy quality time with people you love and eat good food together, food that makes you feel good, food that is ethical. I'm talking about what you're eating. And still love them and accept them. Maybe they'll change, maybe they won't, but it's ultimately their choice.
Yeah.
And then who knows, maybe at some point, I know, Laura, you must have felt very alone with your lifestyle choices for a long time.
Yeah, because back when I started, many years back, there was no recipes available for, like I had to, it didn't matter, whether it was cookies or sauces, anything. There was no recipes available for this lifestyle. You had to find a recipe in a cookbook and try to alter it, and that just didn't go well over the years. I tried so many things, and I think I could have easily given up on all of it just based on my trying to change recipes and it not working. But I stayed with it, and then eventually the recipes books started to come out, and everything with the internet that's everywhere now. But
it's easy now compared to how it was for you.
There were not, the books were not available. It was not common. Yeah.
Everything now is so accessible to information, and
it is.
having these videos, and
everything is available for you to succeed. And you're going to find recipes you like, recipes you don't like. That's fine. That's all part of the process. Flavors you like when it's savory. You're going to learn, try all the savory recipes, and you'll find ones that really, they're so good. You just smell them and you just can't wait to eat it. And others that you're not so good about. But that's all part of this journey as well.
The experimentation and everything.
Absolutely.
Kudos to you, Lori, for sticking with it.
Oh, thank you.
After all that, honestly, I don't know if I would have been able to do it. I had so much support from you, and then meeting other vegans and everything, and
thank you.
Books and everything.
It's worth it.
Yes, it is.
It's worth it.
I agree. I definitely feel it's worth it. I really do.
Yes.
This lifestyle.
It really is.
I think it's improved both of our lives.
It has.
Our lives for the better.
Definitely. Yeah.
And I think that's where we're gonna end the video. Let us know too if you want us to do another mukbang like this, because I thought this was pretty cool.
This is great.
I really liked it.
I really enjoyed this.
I never thought I would. I'm a mukbang convert now. So if you guys like this and you want us to do another one, let us know. And I'm here still for another couple weeks, so we can always
We're gonna do
do
more?
another one. Yeah,
Sure,
with
I'd love
another
to.
recipe. Yeah, if you have a specific type of food that you want us to be eating as well, there are infinite possibilities with raw food. So soups,
Absolutely.
salads, sweet stuff, whatever. You guys just let us know in the comments. And yeah, if you have a specific topic you want us to talk about as well, if you have any questions for my Aunt Lori, because she's an infinite source of wisdom here.
Thank you.
And she's got lots of information and insight to offer. And I think that's it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share and subscribe as well. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow, because this is Vlogmas. So doing a video every
Great.
day. Yeah.
Excellent.
All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Cheers.
Bye.